Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 11 of Kleines Land. So welcome back everyone. A few things have happened, not really a ton. It's still the same day as I left you off last time. We did get all the oats harvested. So we have 7970 in storage right now, which I think got about 7,000 off of our field, which is great. That should keep us for a long time, or at least for a little bit. So awesome. Good to see those in there. In addition to that, we had 3 fertilizing contracts. Those are now done. I completed those, so we got about 4,400 bucks for those. So that's why our money's gone up just a touch. Now, we do need to get the straw cleaned off of that field, so we need to get that squared away. But something has kind of transpired on the farm, and I'll talk about this here. So we have, if I look behind us, we have a new tractor over here, and if you notice, we haven't paid for it. And I'll explain that all here in a second. So this is the Ursus 4x4 by driver, I can't remember the name of the guy that made it, of course, off the top of my head. It's in the store. You can look at it in here. Actually, it's just easier to do this. It's the Ursus by Driver 300. That's the main person made, and Garshin 26. So this is Rusty Money Gaming's one of his favorite tractors. He's a fellow law enforcement officer. And does Farming Simulator YouTube videos as well. And he did a video recently called his top 6 favorite large tractors. And in that video, he set up my farm on Kleines Land along with 3 other YouTubers' farms on Kleines Land. I think he set up my farm, Lock Nuts, a farming trucker, AFT, farming trucker. I'm pretty sure that was the name of the other one. And then Farm Sim Snowy, of course, as well. So definitely go check out that video because I was just shocked he set that all up. It was super cool. Definitely go check that out. He has a fantastic channel. He does he does stuff that everyone else does, but in a very creative way, which I love. So it's fantastic. I truly enjoyed it. I've watched the video, I think, 2 or 3 times now. I enjoyed it so much. But go check that out. But anyhow, in that, he dropped off an Ursus. And I didn't get it quite right. I hope I used the right everything, but I feel like I didn't get it all right. I got it close enough, but I like this. It was mostly black and blue with a little bit of white in there. But this is what we're going to use on here for ours. This is what I placed out. So yeah, we didn't pay for it because he dropped it off. Now I know some of you are gonna be like, well, that's a little bit cheaty to do that. So we're gonna try to meet everyone in the middle here to make everyone happy. Because I did want to use this tractor eventually in the series. So eventually I was gonna buy this tractor anyways. I put 40 hours on it. So it's got 40 hours on it to indicate that it's used. And this new costs, I think, 27,000 in this configuration. So what we're gonna do to make everyone happy is we're just gonna take 15,000 out of the bank. There we go. We own this tractor. I'm gonna wire that to Rusty because Rusty's offer was so generous to give us this free tractor. I'm gonna wire him money that way, and I'm only doing that just so the people view it like, you're not building up from scratch anymore, or anything like that. So that way, I'm just kind of trying to meet people in the middle. If you're super angry about it, I apologize, but I could not do that. If you saw the amount of hours and effort that Rusty put into that video, how could I not? That's so awesome that he did that, especially just to support this channel as well. So very cool. Thank you, Rusty, for doing that. That was absolutely incredible. You guys definitely need to go watch that. If I remember, I'm going to link that video down below in my description, as well as Rusty's, you'll be able to get to Rusty's YouTube page or YouTube channel from there. So definitely go watch that. Super cool. I love it. We're going to fire this baby up. This thing sounds great. And I think this thing we have the bigger engine configuration on it. So I think it's 54 horsepower, I want to say. Customize, if we go down to engine. Yeah. Oh, 52. Okay. So 52 horsepower on this bad boy. We're going to go grab our straw here. Now, one thing, so we have straw, and we have a lot of straw in that field, and what is the next crop we're planting? I can't even remember now. We're planting canola. Yeah, canola. So canola is not going to give us any straw. We use straw fairly regularly. I think with our cash, I know this is going to put us a little bit out. I think we need to try to put in, and we're going to make the money back. We still have if you look over at our honey supply over here, we have so much honey. We have probably 100,000 in honey. So we're going to be making plenty of money off of the honey. I love how it's just empty and random ones that back that it grabs. Anyhow, we're going to make plenty of money off of the honey, and we're going to make more money off our fruit. I don't even know how much money we made off the fruit that we sold, because it sold super fast. There's none in the store anymore. Yeah, there's none. It sold it all. But anyhow, so I think it's time we invest in... Let's get this guy hooked up. I think it's time we invest in this guy. I'm going to show you. It's only 15 grand. Where's it at? This right here, the hayloft. I think it's time we invest in this. Now, where are we going to put it? It's a great question. I did think about over here. I know I just put a path in over here, but I mean, it's tough. I could also, but I think it's going to go right there. I think that's where I'm going to put it, because I don't want to use up our farm shop space just yet. I don't want to use that for storage. So I'm thinking of putting it, because on this side of it, there's nothing important. So if we line that up with that fence, I think we can put this right in here, and I think this will be a good investment. So we don't have to worry about the straw or anything like that. Maybe we go landscape mode first, and we smooth this out. Yeah, where we're going to put that. Now we don't have to worry about it doing anything crazy. There we go. Okay, I like that. We'll get rid of that bush. I don't really like that bush. I know there's other ways to get rid of it, but take a little bit of cash from us. Okay, let's go ahead and put that down. I just think it's going to be a worthwhile investment, especially 15 grand's not that much. It holds 250,000 liters. That is quite the capacity, and I think right here would be a perfect spot for it. So let's go ahead and we'll go right up next to that fence there. We can be right up on it. There we go, right there. That's perfect. I don't want to go into that tree, so let's go, yeah, right about here. Let's go for it. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and do, obviously we'll want to clean this up a little bit. Where are those special, there's gravel. So I do want gravel for at least this part of it, I think, through here. And then this part I'm probably gonna make grass again. Oh, there, is this the one I'm using? Yep, that's the one I'm using through here. So this one, I will leave a little bit of gravel up against the building there. And we'll just kind of work that through there. Actually, no, we'll just take it clear up to the building. That makes more sense. We'll leave our nice little path there just because I wanted to use that. And then let's get some grass. That grass? I think that's grass. Yep, that's gotta be, is that the grass? Nope, that's bush. Actually, I'm okay with that as well. A couple little bushes through there to kind of give it a little bit of separation. And then through there, you get a little bit of separation. I actually think I like the bushes better using that for that. So there we go. We have our little setup there. Maybe a couple bushes along here just to kind of add, like, you know, this is kind of our land over here that we might end up buying. I mean, we probably will at some point buy that field, but yeah, just add a little bit of separation in there. Okay. Well, there we go, folks. I'm pretty our farm, I mean, we are maximizing the space we are using on here, which is awesome. So now we have somewhere we can put our straw, which is going to be super cool. So let's go ahead and grab a load of straw. Now, I am going to live stream on this next week, which is going to be interesting to say the least. I don't know how it's going to go, but I wanted to, since I'm doing a week of live streams, I wanted to kind of, oh, what am I hitting there? What is that? There's a collision. Where's that collision at? Oh, I haven't used this in a long time. There's the end point. Oh. Super, where is that collision at? Oh, it is hitting that. It's definitely hitting that pipe. I was like, there's no collision, nothing to hit there, but that makes sense. Okay. We'll put it in here. There we go, and now we can drive out. We'll go grab a load with you guys in, and then I'll get the rest picked up off camera. But yeah, as far as where we're gonna get this episode, I have no idea, folks. I have no idea. I want to get through a couple of days. It'd be nice to get close to springtime, maybe get through winter in this episode at least. That way when it was time. And this is probably not even our best tractor to do this with. I don't think this is our strongest tractor. I'm actually super curious, how much horsepower do all of our tractors have? If we were to look in the garage. Versus really shows up at the end there, huh? Oh yeah, they're all back here. That's got 52. This has 101. This is 73. This is our weakest tractor, quote unquote, but still super cool. And it's one of Rusty's favorites, so that means it's going to be one of my favorites, I'm sure. So I'm pumped to use it. We might. Actually, it's doing okay. What speed is this thing supposed to run at? Loading wagons. Is that the one we own? Yeah, we own one of those. 9 miles an hour, so it's getting up to speed. It might not be getting up to speed once we fill it a little bit more, but for now it's getting up to speed, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, that harvester was just an absolute blessing on this field. No, I'm gonna go just every other here. But yeah, no, didn't miss anything. It got it all, so didn't have any of the issues we'd had before with the little John Deere. Given it was more expensive, so I know we've been making some pretty expensive purchases for not having a lot of land. our next ones are going to have to be land. I mean, we still have $100,000 in honey that we're going to earn over there, so we have to kind of remember that, because we're earning what, 10 grand a day. So yeah, we have plenty of honey money, if you will. So we'll make plenty of money off of that. That's why we're not doing honey anymore, because that's just so overwhelmingly powerful of an income source. And if you guys have been leaving comments, I'm still way behind on comments. I think I got up to 2 weeks behind, just over 2 weeks behind, and now I'm only like a week behind. So I know it doesn't sound like a ton, but I mean, a week of comments on this channel, which is awesome, by the way. You guys comment regular, which is super cool, and it really does help the channel out a ton, like more than you could imagine. But it just takes me time to get to them, and once I fall behind, it's hard to get caught back up. But I'm working on getting caught back up, hoping to get caught back up over the next few days. Yeah, so what have I essentially, a week of comments is probably about, I mean, that's probably got to be 1,000 comments. That would be my guess to what happens in a week of comments. So I mean, if you're looking at comment wise, it's like that's a lot of comments to read, respond to, and stuff like that. And I don't respond to every comment, but I do read every comment. So yeah, I do read every comment. That way I make sure I'm acknowledging everyone. Yeah, see, if we didn't have that silo, we'd be full right now, and then that would be it. We'd have to waste the rest of the straw, but we're going to need more straw as the time goes on, and it'll be nice to have it in storage so we don't have to worry about it also getting wet and stuff like that. So this will just be way better for us. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get our straw cleaned up. I'm also probably going to top up the manure on everything. I did take that small trailer there that had 400 liters of manure in it and put it in one of the trees, because we're going to start using that one. If you remember, we're going to use this trailer to do oats for the animals, and then this trailer for manure, because this trailer doesn't really tip as much, and sometimes the trees are a little glitchy with it tipping and stuff like that. So yeah, we just want to be careful. This has 5 pairs on it, and again, you don't have to have the bucket or the bins right next to it at all times. That one's got 100. That one's actually got quite a few liters there, but that one's got quite a few liters as well. But yeah, you don't have to have the bins right next to there. The trees will hold so much on their own. But yeah, so I will get some of that stuff done. I'll probably get the water topped up and all that stuff, and then I'll probably get us into winter time. And then if we do get anything exciting, which I can't imagine, I'm going to try to do any contracts that we get that I want to do off camera and stuff like that. I mean, we don't have anything. Plowing Field 6, I mean, that's a good contract as far as pay-wise for the most part, but at the same time, it's like the amount of time it will take us to do that with a plow that's smaller than that one, it just probably isn't going to end up being that worth it for us. So I probably won't end up grabbing any of those, but I'm still going to keep grabbing fertilizing contracts because we have our really nice fertilizer spreader. So I'll keep doing that sort of thing. And what I will do as well, after I get the straw off the field, I'll repurpose the field because we have our subsoiler slash fertilizer spreader, and that will be nice to get that out and about and start working on that. So I can get some of that sort of stuff done, and I will get that done. So I'll get this field ready to go, so that way next year we can go ahead and seed it right off the bat. We'll still keep using the seeder we're using for right now because it's working just fine for us. We do want to upgrade a few things as we get going on, but I think the next investment we're going to have is going to probably be another field. And I think next year we should be able to afford getting ourselves another field, so we're going to plant another crop next year and kind of get more income, because we almost need one field to provide for the animals, which is great, though it's just oats, I guess, but for the horses, so we could probably stop that. But then we could use another one now for starting to make some harvest profit and income like that. So that's kind of the plan. That would be where I'd want to go with it. But yeah, and hopefully on the stream we'll have some planting and stuff to do, and we can knock some contracts out. We'll probably end up doing a lot of contracts on the stream. We always can fast forward time on the stream. We're just doing one stream on Kleines Land, and it's going to be early on in the week. That way I can pre-record some episodes after that, because the goal of the stream week, I'm streaming 6 days in a row, and then other than like map tours, I'm not going to do any other videos that week. So the goal of the stream week is to, since streams are just, obviously it's just the exact amount of time I stream, that's how much time it takes me to do a stream, versus you know, doing an episode of Kleines Land or No Man's Land might take me 3, 4, 5 hours depending on what's going on. So it'll give me some time, it'll give me some content for you guys to have, because you guys will have the streams to watch and everything like that, and it'll give me some time to get some pre-recording done, because the week after that I will be gone on a work trip, so I will not have as much of an ability to do what I normally do, and I can't stream at all anyway, so it's also nice to get some streams going before I can't stream for a week, because I'll be gone for a week. But yeah, so that's kind of the premises behind kind of why I'm doing that, and I think it'll be kind of fun to stream with you guys for a week. So that's the reason for the stream week, in case you were wondering. But just prepping for that work trip to make sure everything is squared away and all that good stuff. But yeah, so I'll get the rest of the straw cleaned up. I'll get that field repurposed, and I'll bring you guys back in later on. All right, welcome back, everyone. It is late autumn. I tried to bring you guys back in because there was literally snow on the ground, as you saw in the thumbnail, because that's what the thumbnail shot was. I literally just took the thumbnail shot of our new hayloft over here, and it literally melted as fast as it came. Oh man alive, how much is in here? It won't tell me, huh? Interesting. But yeah, so we're gonna get ready to wrap up, and here's why. I actually, if you've been watching, followed my channel pretty regularly, then you know that I delayed my Kleines stream because I couldn't get this episode out. So this is gonna come out right after I record this, probably well after I record it, edit, and all that. Stop giving me the stupid super strength thing. Oh, left alt. There we go. They don't want to lift anything up. It just kind of like freaks out a little bit. But anyhow, yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up. What do we got going on? Well, we did a lot of stuff. So I did do a harvesting contract on field 3, which is right here, and we made $900 off the contract plus $1,800 in sales of, what did we get? Was it barley? But whatever it was, I remember looking at prices and we had a good price for it. And actually, what's our wool price right now? We still have all of our wool over here just waiting to be sold, so yeah, we're just still holding off on that. I did buy another pallet of fertilizer. I didn't use this one yet. Why is it? There we go. I didn't finish off this one first. I'm just gonna leave this here because it's here. So I bought one out at the store, use it to refill a fertilizer spreader because I did, let me count here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 fertilizing contracts for a lot of money. What, 1,123? I guess I should have added them up before, but anyhow, varying prices from $1,000 on the low end to $3,000 on the high end. So we made quite a bit of money. We're up to $72,000, which is great. You need to park that thing, put it away. Yeah, so, and honey wise, it's all messed up now, but yeah, we have a lot of honey still. Actually, we probably could like maybe organize this a little bit better. Maybe grab the ones off the end. Ooh, can I get both of these? It'd be pretty sweet if I could. That's the most impressive I've ever done with moving stuff around for sure. I was getting 2 of those at one time. Okay, that can go up to there just to kind of move it all up so we can kind of keep stock a little bit better. Move that one there. Move that one there, and then this guy can go up onto this one. There we go. So we still obviously have a lot of honey. Now these are varying levels. So you can see 7, 2, 1, 3, 5, 8. I don't know. It's all a bunch of random stuff. As long as the shop itself keeps filling up is what we kind of care about. Now, those are all off, but if we actually go look at, I did move 2 of the empty pallets as well up here over to the trees, but how are they all doing? This one's, we got 766 liters of cherries there, 766 of plums, which all makes sense. They should all be very similar. It's 641 of apples, so it's interesting. And then 641 of pears. Now we got manure and water, manure, water, manure and water, manure and water. So yeah, they are going to need some more water and stuff eventually, but we're making good progress on the map, I think. So I'm pretty happy with where we're getting to. Honestly, our next major thing is going to be buying a new piece of land. Probably we might even do that on the live stream when we're doing that tomorrow. So we might take a look at that, but we're going to try to do all that in the live stream. So that's the plan, but yeah, we're doing good on money, I think, guys. So as long as we keep selling the honey, which we're going to keep selling, we probably still have several more days of honey. So probably I'd say another 50 grand worth of honey over there, which is ridiculous, but it's going great for us. So everything else is going good. Our horses and everybody's being taken care of pretty well. Our sheep are all doing fine, apparently. They haven't gained any weight, actually, I don't think, in a long time, but regardless of that, they're still doing well. So yeah, that's why this episode is a little strange, probably a little bit short, just because I wanted to make sure I finished it up. And I was going to bring you guys back in for the snow, but then the snow decided to be a little bit of a punk and kind of disappear a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to get this edited, posted today. That way we can keep going with our live streams, because then Tuesday, tomorrow, we're going to do a live stream on Kleines Land. Then we're going to do another live, because we did a live stream on No Man's Land today. And then so we'll do No Man's Land that we did today, Kleines Land tomorrow. Then we'll do No Man's Land again. Then we'll do 2 days of Griffin, and then 1 day of American Life of Farming. Hopefully do American Life Farming. I do have Another busy week of work scheduled for me, so I'm hoping we can get a lot of that stuff rolling and get all that stuff done and not have to cancel any live streams, but we'll see. It just kind of is what it is sometimes. And the next week I'm out of town for training, for work, so I'll be recording and doing stuff there and mostly responding to messages and comments and trying to catch up on all that good stuff since I'm really behind on that. But in general, I won't do a ton of stuff away there. Obviously, I'm not going to live stream while I'm there, but I will have enough videos to post, so at least one a day probably for that whole week. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this episode, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.